So the Minnesota Lynx just beat the Washington Mystics in a game where they looked down and out. The Mystics were given a 95% chance of winning. Yes, a 95% chance. This was as good as a done deal. Like, this was basically considered to be a done deal. They had lost. In the fourth quarter, the Washington Mystics were up by 12 points. And the Minnesota Lynx came back to win. And if you're looking at it here, they're up by 12. A big three-pointer by, where is it? Who is the three? By Nia Coffey. An and one by Natasha Howard. To get it back to 6 suddenly from Olivia Miles. And suddenly this game is getting closer. This game gets closer. And they're pulling away a little bit. Again, it seems, after Shakira Austin makes a shot. Kayla McBride scores. Natasha Howard scores off Olivia Miles' assist. And Olivia Miles hits a shot to make it a 1-point game. And all of a sudden, Natasha Howard makes a layup off Olivia Miles' assist. Like, Olivia Miles is legit. She is legit. I watched a little bit of this game down the stretch. Sonia Citron was unbelievable in the first half. And still was pretty good down the stretch. She missed a game-tying three that you kind of would hope she'd make. And then Shakira Austin literally, panicked at the end of the game. But the Minnesota Lynx are just finding ways of getting things done. Like, even in a bad shooting game for Olivia Miles, this is the first positive assist-to-turnover ratio game she's had in a long time. Like, she has had a 1-to-1 assist-to-turnover ratio for the last, 7 games. This is the first, by a good bit positive one she's had. And that's a big positive. That's something that you want to see. That is something that you want to see, if we're being real. And look, I'm going to be honest. The Minnesota Lynx are one of those teams that just keep finding ways of winning. And I never know how I feel about those teams in the grand scheme of things. Like, if we're comparing, say, the Minnesota Lynx to the Aces, where I get it. Every time about the Minnesota Lynx have a superstar. I like Olivia Miles. Don't get it twisted. I like Olivia Miles. I think Olivia Miles is good. But I have her on my all WNBA first team, but I don't think Olivia Miles is on the level of a Stewie, of a Paige, of a Caitlin, of a Healthy Fee, of an Aja. She's just not at that level. And I'm gonna be real, it's one of those things where I think in the playoffs, unless they go where Fee goes almost, and they still could be okay, but I still think they go where Fee goes when it comes down to the playoffs. At the end of the day, this is a real good team. This is what a winning culture is. The Mystics are good. They are starting to play extremely well. And you're looking at the dream right here. Angel Reese is having a disaster class and just elbowing people right now. She just elbowed Kayla Thornton. She's out here. She took one dribble. Yeah, she's literally just out here swinging. She's just out here. She's out here trying to get her double-double. And for me, it's I think there's a gap. The Aces, Liberty, and the Lynx, who have been the 3 best hooking teams for years, are still the 3 best teams. I think they are still the 3 best teams, if we're being honest. They are very much the 3 best. And the Lynx don't, on paper, should not be this good. But it's the same Lynx every single year. The Lynx were not meant to be this good on paper in 2024. The Lynx were not meant to be this good on paper in 2025. The Lynx were meant to be this good on paper in 2025. And 2026, the Lynx were not meant to be this good on paper. They are a team that continually outperforms expectations because they're well coached and they get the right personnel. Like, if we're being real, there are some players where I'm like, in the case of the Lynx, like Nia Coffey. Everyone talking about Nia Coffey. She could be deep boy this year. And everyone's talking about how did they find Nia Coffey when other teams didn't. I'm sorry, if the Fever signed Nia Coffey, she'd be riding the end of the bench. She was getting DNPs in Atlanta. And not only was she getting DNPs in Atlanta, she was, I watched her play for Valencia overseas, and she was garbage. She was garbage playing in Europe. Kayla McBride is Kayla McBride. I don't think we expected we expect Olivia Miles to be like this. Even like Dallaire can do okay. I did not think Kosu was going to be this good. Maya Caldwell, they just picked up off the street, basically. They traded a 3rd round pick for her because the Fire were meant to cut her. Not only that, like, you are missing who was expected to be your starting center in Dorky Uhas, your best player in Nafisa Collier, and a key contributor in Emma Chikova. And they're still out here in first. This is crazy. And fair fucks to the Minnesota Lynx. And that's all I'm going to say. Is fair play to the Minnesota Lynx. Like, what they are doing is absolutely exceptional. It is absolutely exceptional. But yeah, it is what it is. That's all I'm going to say. Like, if it turns out the Lynx, our fee fits in seamlessly, if fee fits in seamlessly, and this team just gets better with replacing fee with Nia Coffey, I guess, and then suddenly they have a center off the bench in Dorky Uhas. And imagine if Chikova was still healthy. Like, this is a team that's going to be good for a while. They're not just a team that's good now. They're going to be good for a while. And it's going to be scary because they're not old. Like, Kayla McBride is old, I guess. Natasha Howard's old. But, like, okay, you lose K-Mac in, what, a year or two? Cool. Natasha Howard's gone. Cool. By then, Anastasia Kosu might just be Natasha Howard. You're going to get feedback. You've still got Dorka Uhas on a rookie deal for 2 more years. You still got control over her for 2 more years. And you've still got control over Chikova for 3 more years after this. They're going to be scary, and they're going to be scary for a long time. And you got 3 more years of Olivia Miles. Like, this team is absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. So yeah, that is pretty much it, lads. That is the video. Let me know what you guys think. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.